The first thing that I would want to start with today is what is known as a caste census. Now, you know for a fact that the caste census as a topic has been in news repeatedly again and again, specifically because of what has happened in the state of Bihar. That you have, for example, the Bihar caste census, which has made a lot of news, right? So let's say, for example, if I just put the title over here and I'm creating a little bit of a synopsis. Now I want you to have your pen and paper ready while we are dealing with, this particular aspect. I'm drawing a synopsis as to what we can cover by the help of the current affair, which is Bihar caste census. So this is the, what you can say, news item which I'm targeting. This is a news item which I'm trying to, in a way, build upon. Okay. Now, while we are studying this news item, what are we going to study? First, we'll take a quick look at Article 15 of the Constitution and Article 16 of the Constitution. Specifically, if I'm more particular, we'll take a look at Article 15, Clause 4 to 6 of the Constitution, and we'll take a look at 16, Clause 4 to 6 of the Constitution. Okay. Bihar caste census, Article 15, Clause 4 to 6 on the Constitution, and 16, Clause 4 to 6 on the Constitution. Okay. Second, we are going to take a look at what is known as the, let's say, for example, National Commission for Backward Classes, NCBC, okay, which is going to be given under Article 338B of the Constitution, because it is a caste census which is specifically focusing upon what is known as the, what you can say, backward classes or other backward classes, or what are known as the extremely backward classes. We'll very briefly take a look at the NCBC. And also in the background of NCBC, I'll just review with you the commissions under Article 340. For example, we'll just take a little bit of a review about what is known as the Mandal Commission, or what is known before the Mandal Commission, there was a Kaka Kalekar Commission. These are the first and the second backward classes commission. And also, after this, we'll take a look at a little bit of an understanding at the landmark judgment of the Supreme Court in the Indira Sahani case. Okay, this is 1992 judgment of the Supreme Court. So a prelims question upon this can be expected as well. Then we are going to take a look at an extremely important aspect of the current affair, which is associated with a stalwart Indian politician, also known as the Karpuri Thakur formula. Now you see, Karpuri Thakur ji is a former chief minister of the state of Bihar, and the Karpuri Thakur formula has been a lot of what you can say news in the recent times. Of course, you understand that Karpuri Thakur ji has been recently awarded with the Bharat Ratna. So therefore, a very simple and very organic question that can come is, what is the nature of the, what you can say, what is the relevance that Karpuri Thakur ji has provided to the Indian discourse on politics, especially on caste politics, and what are his formulas basically according to him, which should be adopted in calculating reservations. Okay. Then we'll take a look at the caste census done by the Bihar government along with some amount of data. Okay, where I am going to just refer to only very simplistic data which is possible in terms of understanding this particular thing. Then we'll take a look at Bihar Legislative Assembly passing a bill which increases quota from 50% to 65%. Now, if you have been keeping your eyes and ears open, reading the newspapers here and there, you already know that this is something that has happened in the Bihar Legislative Assembly very phenomenally. Okay. Then we'll take a look at what is basically the concept of the committee which has been made by the central government, which is known as the Justice Rohini Pal Commission. All of these things I'm going to integrate into one point. And while we're dealing with Karpuri Thakurji, let me also at this point of time add a strand out and discuss Article 18 of the Constitution, because Article 18 talks about what are known as abolition of titles. And here we can have a fresh look at what is the question basically that we are asking. Here we can have a fresh look on how, for example, titles or abolition of titles is considered under Article 18 Clause 1 in the context of Bharat Ratna and the Padma Awards. Are the constitutional, what you can say, relevance to these things which are given by the state, because Article 18 says that there shall be no titles given. So that's basically what we take a look at. Okay, so class, do we understand this? If you want, you can take a synopsis of this. This is the first current update that I'm going to in a way deal with, and by the time we are finished with these current updates, we would be able to ensure that most of these things are typically understood and covered by you properly. Okay, please take a look at this, and if you want, you can take a note of this properly. Jaldi se फिर शुरू करते हैं. Okay, have you taken it down, class? Now, since it is a crash course, be on your complete best in terms of taking the notes. Okay, I want you to have a pen and a paper ready in your hands. Okay, you will look at the screen, but also you're going to take a lot of notes as we are going to be doing it, and make sure that I'm not going to dictate notes in the classroom like this, but I'm going to share some documents with you. But please make sure that you're able to take running notes from the classroom, especially what I'm drawing on the board, and be able to catch up with what I'm taking a look at the board on.